Old Testament chocolate chip cookies found in the book of Jeremiah. Good morning. It was hard to get up this morning. It was a little more light than it has been, which is always good news. That time change felt like it set it back a couple of months, but last night we got some snow again. The birds are happy. But it means that it's cold and dark again this morning. Today is Tegan's Friday. She has no school tomorrow because of parent-teacher interviews, but Cato has school tomorrow morning. Only a half day though, because I'm going to pull him out to take him to the dentist tomorrow afternoon. So we're trying to get these guys going this morning. We're all kind of dragging in for one reason or another, poor sleep or just feeling like we didn't sleep. I don't know. Maybe it was supper last night. It's gently snowing again, and all of that out there on the road, that's ice. It was really slick this morning trying to get Caden and Tegan to school. I go up a very steep hill to get Caden to school, and right on this really sharp corner on the hill, there is actually a crosswalk. And there was a kid walking up the hill and just about ready to cross the crosswalk. So we went super duper slow so that I wouldn't have to stop on the hill, because that's what I had to do the other day. And it's super not convenient because it wasn't maintained yet this morning. Main roads are fine, but when I got Tig to school, I pulled into a parking spot right beside the sidewalk where she can cross the street over into the school. And when she got out, the top of that sidewalk was so slick that her legs just went out from under her. She kind of did, a bit of a splits move there. And if it had been any of the rest of us, it would have actually been quite terrible. But being Tegan and being as flexible as she is, she landed it very well, popped back up again, gave me the thumbs up, and let me know that she was okay. Gloomy and gray out there. Things are kind of melting. My concern is that it's going to get cold and it's going to freeze and make the road icy all over again. Today, Tig's going to have to walk home from school so that I can go and get Caden, because it's just too yucky out. I don't want him to have to walk that far. I managed to shower and dress. No, same hoodie, different shirt. Actually, this is my favorite shirt. This is from Panama. And am I the only one, or do you guys have clothes that make you happy? This shirt, Salty Hair Don't Care, is a favorite of mine, and when I wear it, it makes me happy. It makes me think of Panama. It makes me think of our days at the beach, all of those good memories. I've decided it's the perfect day for making cookies, and there's a new recipe I want to try. Addy and I are supposed to be making cookies together, but if you remember last week, she and I tried to make cookies together and she got all busy playing. So once again, she's all busy playing and I'm going to make cookies, but I'm going to try a recipe with oat flour, but I have to make my own oat flour first before I can move on to the recipe section of it. So I've got the blender going, got my oats in there, and I'm trying to get it fine enough that it doesn't have like a major grit to it. And it's quite the interesting process because we've burnt out blenders before with like shaking the jug or whatever. So I'll show you what I'm doing this time. It's working. I'm sure there'll be people out there who have comments about the way that it's being done, but it's working. It's much finer than any oat flour I've ever made before. So I'm holding the jar and the motor is tight enough together that it's not like skipping up inside, which is what we've run into before. Down here and ready to make cookies. We are going with regular chocolate chip cookies according to Addison. Just the good old Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies. Is it wrong to make Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies with Chip-Its chocolate chips? That's my question.
So I'm going to be wearing a really ugly dress just like this, and then I'm going to pull right here and I'll come pulling down.
How much sugar?
2.
That's our Bible, you guys.
It doesn't say.
The Bible isn't telling you how to make your chocolate chip cookies? God says 1 cup of sugar.
What is it, 2? I can't tell what that number is because it's so tiny.
It's 1. Bible chocolate chip cookies. Are these Old Testament chocolate chip cookies or new one? Old Testament? Nice. Okay, the sugar is there. Do you see it?
Yeah.
And we're getting butter all over the mixer. That's fun. You can tell who doesn't know how to clean the mixer because, oh boy.
There. I put all of it down.
Okay, dump that sugar in. Nice work. Oh, you're fancy like that. Not gonna end well. How many eggs does it say?
That's the thing. I can't. 2.
How about 3?
Oh. I can't tell what that number is. I already broke it.
Did you? The request was to use the spatula to break the yolk. You got it?
Yeah. At least I'll mix it up.
Perfect. Let's do this.
It sounds so cool when you dump it in.
What do you have in your mouth?
Dump it too.
The best part of these cookies, right? Okay, let's put the best part in. Is that enough? Or do we need a few more?
It says don't mix it as much.
Old Testament chocolate chip cookies, found in the book of Jeremiah.
This must be long.
How long do we bake them?
It doesn't say.
Okay, the dough is done. We're gonna bake these things up. Cookies are in the oven and my oven is not behaving properly, and so they're basically like little puddles in there, and the timer has already gone off. They're slowly getting there, so I'm changing the oven temperature again. I've decided to make buns. I'm making chicken burgers for supper tonight, and as I lifted the bread machine, the actual bread pan out of my bread machine, the whole hook fell out of the bottom of it, the mechanism, the rod that holds the hook, and it emptied the contents of my water and sugar into the bottom of my bread machine. Addy is watching the Phonics Factory, but she's taken it to a whole new level. She has got her pencil and her paper out, and she is writing all of these words. Tad, duck, best, contest. Oh my goodness, Addison. If you have a new reader, oh, that's my bread machine going off. It worked. We have dough for buns. If you have a new reader or ones who are coming up to reading, I really recommend the Leap Pad or any of those types of products. Here's the regular cookies. Not super happy with the way that those turned out, but it is what it is. These are the oat flour cookies, and I'm actually really impressed with how they turned out. After all the trouble I had with my bread machine, these turned out really well, thankfully. It has been a long day in the kitchen. Kitty pedicure. She acts like she's dazed and confused while she sits there.
My big brother found a big dinosaur. He's really, really big. Look at him. A storm came. It rained so hard, it washed away the footprints of Maya's family.
Who's getting all the snuggles?
I am.
Are you sure?
Daddy!
It looks like Daddy's getting all the snuggles. Lucky Daddy. And it's snowing again. I don't know if you can actually see that through the camera, but spring is coming in slowly this year. March came in like a lamb, so it's going out like a lion. We've got dentist tomorrow after lunch. It's a bit of a trek up to where their dentist is, But it'll be nice because it won't be snowing. It's supposed to warm up to about 7 degrees tomorrow, which is a huge bonus because it's been so yucky. Definitely feels like spring, but I think we were kind of crazy to think that earlier it was just going to be spring and just glide us right through. Be sure to come back tomorrow to see what happens with the kids' Invisaligns. It turns out Caden is on the last one right now, and so we have to find out where he's going next with these. We think that there's another set of them that'll be coming his way, but we'll find out those details tomorrow. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the like, turn on the bell notification to make sure that you hear when we have new vlogs coming out. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you soon.